Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this new meditation. Thanks, Kasturi, for organizing all this and organizing it from Kabbalah as well, which is so nice. Uh, what we're going to do is to begin with, instead of doing the ritual, which is just doing bandhan, raising our kundalini and doing the bandhan and so on, let's break this ritual. We're going to start by raising our kundalini. And first and foremost, sorry, I have to introduce myself. This is Jamal. I'm speaking from France, representing Algeria, since I was born there. And it's an opportunity also to think of all those who have got the realization, who are also in Algeria. We can have our attention on them. And I'm sure, we can do much to help them. So what we're going to do is to just raise our Kundalini with the right hand, starting with the Muladhara. Just raise the Kundalini several times all the way to Sahasrara. And just do it as many times as possible with the right hand, slowly. And we can also do it, with an attention, a certain attention of gratefulness that our Kundalini is working very hard to try and put us to evolve us, to take us higher, to give us this ascent towards our Sahasrara. Now we can just put both our hands towards Shrimadaji. Just keep our attention, basically relax our attention completely, because we tend to be a bit tense sometimes when we meditate. One of the things we try to do is to go thoughtless, but the only problem is we think of thoughtlessness. And because we think of thoughtlessness and we think about becoming thoughtless, we become tense. And we defeat the object, which is to become relaxed and to be thoughtless. Because at most, what we'll do is we'll be thinking about thoughtlessness instead of being in the state of thoughtlessness. So let's try just to be relaxed. Let our attention float into thoughtlessness. Let it float, and let's just have beautiful feelings of love towards humanity, beautiful feelings of gratefulness. At most, we can do that. At best, in fact, we should do that. And we can just remain silent without any music, without anything, just for 2-3 minutes to settle down into our meditation. So we have to remember that nobody can guide any meditation. Meditation guides itself. We just have to be the best of receptors to the blessings and the vibrations that come from Shrimadaji. I mean, this energy that is trying to rise. We have to make it easy for this energy to come up, easy for the Kundalini to come up and actually take us into this higher realm of thoughtlessness. Recently, I came across a talk of Shimaji who explains how there are two types of meditations. There is a meditation which is outside, which is to do with our watching ourselves and seeing that we are doing everything that takes us to the center, such as making sure we have no lust, no anger, no vanity, no ego, no depression, no emotional traumas, all these things that are to do with it's kind of meditation that we do during the activity, during the day, during our waking time. And it's basically just bringing our behavior more into the center. And then, of course, there is the inner meditation, which is the one that we do when we sit specifically to meditate and try to go into thoughtlessness. And this is what Shumanaji's talk later on will be about. And in this inner meditation, as I said earlier on, it's we tend to defeat the objects often because we sit and we try to force ourselves, and in forcing ourselves in trying to achieve that state, that highest state in sahasrara, in thoughtlessness, we have a tendency to think, we remain active. And the idea of meditation is to be inactive, to be completely silent within, but absolutely alert, of course. Not we're not sort of lethargic viewers. We're actually absolutely conscious and alert. So the idea today is to see how we can sort of go inside. First, we're going to meditate on our left heart, where our spirit is, so that we establish. And I think what we can do is try to establish humanity in the left heart by saying, Mother, you are there. When you were on earth, we were all in your body. Actually, we were part and parcel of your body. And today that you have taken your samadhi, you are now in our hearts. And we're going to just try and stay a few minutes trying to imbibe the presence of Shimaji in our left heart. And try to develop those feelings of love towards Shimaji. Realizing more and more that she's actually the infinite. She's the one with the infinite powers of the goddess. So to help focus our attention, we can put the right hand on our left heart and keep, of course, our left hand towards Shimaji. Now we're going to put the right hand on the center heart. Here, Shrimadaji actually sits in this chakra in the form of Sri Durga. She gives that security, but what is interesting about the center heart is that this is where all the antibodies are, and in the form of ganas. And the chief of ganas is Sri Ganesha. And when we work actually on the center heart, we will probably feel also that the Muladhara gets enlightened as a result. Just simply keeping our attention, putting Shrimadaji in the center heart, and surrendering to her in the center heart. Knowing that she's the security of all security. I can just say, Shrimadaji, you are the protection of all protection, you are the immunity of all immunity. Shrimadaji, you are the motherhood of all motherhood. You can put our left hand on the right heart and the right hand towards Shrimadaji. Here we're going to ask Shrimadaji, just say to Shrimadaji that you are, Shrimadaji, the Maryada of all Maryadas. Shrimadaji, you are the Maryadas of all Maryadas. You are the Purushottama of all of Purushottama. Shrimadaji, you give us the qualities of Lord Rama to take us higher and to take us deeper. Yasuri, can you have the talk of Shrimadaji? So we can now put our attention on, just let our attention float into Sahasrara, listen to this talk of Shrimadaji, which is about the two types of meditation that we spoke about earlier on.
So there are two types of meditation, two types, where one is the meditation where we can call it the antarmana, that we meditate inside ourselves to see for ourselves what's wrong with us and how we have to correct, what we have to do about it. And another is Bahirmana, is outside. How we have to live outside. You have to have a discipline which is not imposed on you, but very happily which you have accepted and have imbibed. For any art, say in India, I don't know here, but you have to put yourself into a rigorous training to achieve any height. You cannot haphazardly move about it. You cannot take just easily everything. In Sahaja Yoga, there is no tapascharya, there is no penance for you. It's all blessings. But one should not get lost with those blessings if you have to really get into yourself in its full depth. So for the antarmana, it is important that you all should meditate morning and evening every day. Is alright even if you do not brush your teeth, but you must meditate. It's an important thing. That is the reason I find that in the West people go on catching, again cleaning, again catching. Every time I find somebody is suffering from either for some sort of a conditioning or say some sort of a badha, or sometimes it's ego or something. It comes and goes. It is not something that is detached permanently. As we have to take our bath every day, we have to wash ourselves every day. In the same way, we have to wash ourselves within. So meditation is the antarmana tapaha, as you can call it. But it's not such a tapaha. You don't have to go to Himalayas and sit there. You have to just do this meditation early in the morning. In the Sahaja Yoga system, I would say the best that is working out is in Germany and in Austria, these two. And also England, but not to that extent. I would say these two are working out the best. And thirdly, in Rome. They too have ashrams of the same kind. But for them, it is very important to achieve the heights of Sahaja Yoga. Absolutely, nothing is more important. Invariably, in all these ashrams, I have seen people get up at 4 o'clock. I also get up every day at 4. Then I may sleep later on, but at 4 o'clock I am up. They take their baths, get ready for the pujas, and then sit down and do about 5-10 minutes puja of the photograph, and then meditate. Then they go and have some breakfast or something. Then when they come home from work, also they sit down together to meditate. That's the collective part of it. Or discuss whatever is to be done, about how are we to propagate Sahaja Yoga. They just talk about Sahaja Yoga. Or they decide what should be done, what is the best way to solve the problems of Sahaja Yoga. And then in the night before sleeping, invariably all of them, one and all, even children before sleeping, soak their feet in the water, sit for meditation and sleep. But once you start getting up in the morning, you'll get the habit and then you sleep early. Then you can sleep early. Getting up in the morning really will help you for the whole day. So start this kind of a practice. You must meditate every day. And this is the reason why I find people, whenever I come, they're again caught up. Something gone wrong. This is wrong, that is wrong. They're caught up here and there. Why should you? Day by day you must rise. Day by day you should be at a much higher state. And this new breeding has to come within us that we are Sajogis. And we are not here only just to have good food and to have nice time or nice meetings, but we are here to become those unique personalities which are required to raise the humanity to a higher state. So you have to be now responsible for yourself. You have to look after yourself. And you have to tell yourself, Mr. So and so, Mrs. So and so, please now behave yourself. Otherwise, Sahaja Yoga is lost to you. It's not going to help you much. We might increase in quantity, but quality wise will be missing. And one attack of negativity can finish such a quantity that we think is too much. It has happened once. So now all of you must develop that dedication to yourself to find out what's your problem and how you have to correct it. If it is done every day, I can assure you, you will have no problem of any kind. Your thoughts will stop, your problems will be solved, and you'll have no catches at all because you have washed them off. But if you leave them on your being, then they grow and they become big. So there should be no lethargy as far as meditation is concerned, but joyfully you will start doing after some time. You won't be happy if you have not done it. But in the beginning, you will have to goad yourself and tell yourself that this body has to be cleaned. But more than that body, this mind and intellect, both of them are to be correct. To be an instrument of God, we have to be perfect personality. Otherwise, we may not be able to communicate the message of Sahaja Yoga in the proper way. So, our instrument has to be perfect to manifest Sahaja Yoga. If it is not, all the defects can have double effects. Like first, it will affect you. You can never feel the full advantage of Sahaja Yoga. And secondly, it will affect the people who will meet you. And gradually they will find out there's something wrong with you. Some sort of a subdued madness, they'll say, this Sahaja Yoga is. Because I don't find anything great about this man. He's halfway here, halfway there. Once you start getting deeper into your being, you'll be amazed that you can develop such capacities that you will be amazed at yourself. Of course, there are blessings, there are miracles. But think of your own capacities. What are your capacities? All the time. It is not you should say, now I'm all right. You should not say that I am perfect. You should not say, now I'm a Sahaja Yogi. Never, never think like that. The moment you start thinking you are perfect, you are finished. When there is complete understanding of yourself, and complete understanding of these vibrations, then only you can handle them properly. All this knowledge is for you. It's absolutely free, as you know, and all this mastery can be yours. So, today I have really thought of telling all of you that you have to develop the depth within yourself. And if you cannot develop that depth, then you are still a mediocre. So you are not achieving all this for your ego. You are achieving it because you are a seeker and now you have become a surgeon. So it is to be understood that it's not something like a advantage in money wise or something that I have to have a power, this, that. Because if you do not meditate, your attention will go to such things. So now what you have to do is to, at the very first shot when you get up in the morning, you first say that, let me see what is my responsibility as a surgeon. After some time you start enjoying it because it will give you such tremendous powers, such tremendous experiences. So, if you really do the antarmana, if you really see inside yourself, while meditating, you see yourself, your chakras and all that, and then you find out this introspection. Why am I like this? Just separate from yourself. See for yourself. Why am I like this? Why I did like this? Why do I think like this? Who am I? These questions, when answered, you will know all your worth, your value. I do not know how much I should stress, how much more is needed to stress the importance of meditation every day. Like these advertisements you see every day, they just go on bombarding on your head and buy this, buy that, buy. It acts. In the same way, you have to every day bombard yourself. Now, meditation, get to meditation, get to meditation. Then, in the same way, unless and until you cleanse yourself every day, you will not know what's wrong with you. I hope you will pay full attention to what I have said. With full attention on your inner being, projecting out, like a witness to yourself. Now, at the end of the day, we should find out what good things I have done for sadhana. Also, we can find out how I have been not up to the point in sadhana. If it could be done, you find out how far I have gone with these powers to spread Sahaja Yoga, how far I can go. But the way, you see, you go on developing deep, and you will be amazed the deeper you go, you won't show off, to just emit. Like, now we are here to gain our spirituality, not to gain money, not to gain positions, powers, nothing. We are here to gain our spirituality, and in that spirituality it's all there. all the satisfaction, everything is there.
Okay, so we're going to just again go back into our silent meditation. Kasturi, can you put the music in low volume so people can hear us? So we're going to put our, with the right hand, we're just going to raise our heart, our left heart, into our brain, because the left heart is where our spirit is. We're going to try and sort of raise our spirit. We're going to do it just a few times. Raise our spirit into our fontanelle bone area, to the limbic area, in fact. Our meditation, in fact, is trying to feel that devotion, that love towards humanity in our limbic area, because that's the reflection of our heart. We can put our attention there and just go silent and think of all the beautiful things that humanity has done for us, how she has given us self-realization, and gradually let yourself go into that silent devotion in complete Shraddha. Shraddha means, where you have complete faith. And don't think about your catches. We shouldn't think about our catches. Just forget that you have any catches whatsoever, even if we feel any pains anywhere in our chakras, we just ignore them. We just put our attention here on how much we love humanity in the brain, in the limbic area. And let this sort of, the grace of humanity actually penetrate. And that grace will actually clear out all the chakras. We don't need to do anything. Let's try not to put any barriers to the work of humanity. She is the only one who's really competent to clear everything out, especially our deepest catches, our deepest problems. So let's go silent. And together, I think it will work out. Collectively, this meditation will work it out. Okay, we can stop the music. Yeah. So all together, we can give ourselves a bandhan. And again, when we are doing the bandhan, let's remember that, of course, we raise our kundalini, but when we actually do the bandhan around, we do the horseshoe movement. Our left hand is taking vibrations from Shimaji. We have to really try and do it with our heart, because that's when the protection of Shimaji is actually being spread around all our chakras, all around our subtle body. So let's raise our kundalini first together. And tie it up properly. And just do our bandhan. And we can just say in silence, just trying to feel this, the benefit of this meditation within. So we shouldn't feel bad if we still feel some catches here and there on our fingers or inside in the chakras. They will get actually resolved during the day. The less we think of them, and the easier they get resolved. That's the rule of Sahaja Yoga. The less you think of something, and the more it looks after itself. So thank you all very much from my side. And thanks, Kasturi, for organizing this.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
All of you are in my heart. And I love you very much. And I want you people to come as soldiers to fight with me. It's possible with the power of love.